all the palm trees, trees that I saw when I went to that part of the country, and I saw all those black spots on trees, palm trees, etc. And I was wondering what sort of disease is this from those trees. And someone said, no, those are bullet marks. So most of the bullets were more on either on those trees.
Not on people.
Not on people.
Hello. General Gowon says in his book that he did not write to reopen old ones. But I'm making this video to let you know, General Gowon, that you have indeed reopened ones, old ones. And I carry some of such ones on my own body. Here is one here. There's another one on the back of my head. You see more clearly in this picture. This wound, or these wounds, became the reasons for which I eventually wrote this book, Biafra, Lest We Forget. As my son asked to know what caused these scars on my head. It was 2010 in our home in Abuja, Nigeria then. He was just a young man of about 10 years then. He's about 27 now. And that question prompted me to say, well, it was time to tell the story of the Biafra War. This mark, or these marks, happened because I was in one of those palm plantations under some of those palm trees, palm oil trees, for refuge, because palm oil plantations were the safest places for families to hide, especially women and children, from air raids and from invading federal troops. Had nowhere else to run. So that you eventually, maybe after several years, saw someone told you, as you said, marks on trees that you thought were some kind of disease, and said, oh, it's bullet marks, should let you also know that those trees are standing because they are trees. What about the humans that took refuge in those plantations under those palm trees? They are dead. Some of them never buried. But the palm trees are standing because they are trees. Well, you've written your book. I wrote this book 16 years ago to tell my story. And I'm glad I did eventually. I'm also glad that I've launched a GoFundMe campaign to produce this book as a documentary in pictures, to include stories of other survivors of that war who are carrying both physical and emotional wounds, so that your lies, your lack of empathy, your lack of remorse can be shown for what it is. I had launched that campaign months ago before your book was released, as if I knew that was going to, as if I knew that the BBC was going to produce a documentary, skewed documentary, from a perspective that the perpetrators of that war keep wanting to use to erase and hide their genocidal crimes against the peoples of the southeast part of Nigeria in the course of that war. So please, support me to produce this documentary. Donate to the GoFundMe campaign. Let's tell the story together. Let's own it together. Thank you.